Goodness me, you can see my gray hairs. Hey guys. Can you guys see me? Oh my God, there's already 93 people here. That's nuts. Hi, Alyssa. Yes, we wait until the go ahead until we start checking out, but make sure everything is in your cart and ready to go. But hi, everybody. Oh, now it says only 51 people are here. That's okay. Hi, guys. We'll wait till everyone says hi. Hello. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Hi, Ashley, Karen, Aurora, Mary, Ann. Hello. Hi, Vicky. So let's not crash the site. Let's try really hard not to because I really want to get the Tide. Hi, Coupon Queen, Melissa. I just took a big drink of water. I have 45 thumbs up, and those were already pretty much here. So I'm going to put in the pinned comment, that little chart, and in the description box is the link to the Google Doc with all of the deals. So let me get that chart put up. That will help alleviate a bunch of questions. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Ryan Verse. Hi, Doris. Yes, everybody, thumbs up the video. Hi, Janice. So I just want to make sure that, okay. So I'm just going to put that here in the chat, and then it's going to be pinned. So you'll see the link, and then I'm going to pin it to the top. So that'll be the first message you see at the top of the chat box over here. Hi, Nurse Paula. Oh my gosh, the deals are so good this week. Even if you don't do the Tide, the Crest can be up to a $13 moneymaker. Your cash back is already bounced up and back down. Okay, so I hope everyone has their carts ready. If not, this is the time to get your cart ready. Could see my gray hairs. Your store was completely out of Tide. Oh my gosh, do you have another store nearby? Oh my gosh, completely out of Tide. That would be. You should be able to ship to store, Abby, if you're, oh, you wouldn't get the register reward. Never mind. That's a bummer. My cart has been ready for a while now, and some of the stuff has gone out of stock because, people buy them, but then I just made substitutions, and so hopefully everything is still there in my cart. So I have in the Google Doc the transaction that I'm going to do, but I did add something in there that will give me Walgreens cash for only next week, just to kind of build up my transaction so that I can get the discount code. So the discount code this week that you can use is LEAF15. Or LEAF20. Yeah. I didn't know the Tide was gonna work until Jody did her video, and, I didn't even realize it. So we're fingers crossed it will work. Now it might show now Yvonne said that it might show at the bottom, the Crest deal will show for next week, but it's not ready yet. That just means that they've got the ball rolling on switching over to next week. The code for the Leaf 15 is $15 of $30. Your cart has to be at $30 after coupons for the Leaf 15 to work. And then $60 after coupons for Leaf 20 to work. Hi, Brenda. It works on another account. Yeah, I'm not up to, I'm not well versed in codes, but I do know that that's what the code is going, how the code is going to work tonight. So that's why I built up my transaction a little bit so that I could use that code. And once I got to $30 after coupons, then my code worked. Stores are just now starting to see the effects of the labor crisis for COVID. I work at CVS and we only got 2 pallets of merchandise last week when we normally get 7 to 10 pallets. There's so much out of stock in my area. Like I said in my Walmart video, that's why I went to the next town over, well, kind of the next town over, and that's when I ran into Jody Dunn, was because my Walmart is so out of stock on just so much. One Tide per curbside pickup, that seems silly when you have deals like buy 3, get 1 free. You can't open the Google Doc. Which one? The one at the top of the page, Cindy, or the one in the description box? It's only the Tide that is going to work, Megan, because next week, what is working with the, which would double dip, is the Tide Pods and the Tide Liquid. That's the deal for next week, where it's buy 4, get back a $6 register reward. I didn't see that, but I don't doubt it, Steph, with the cargo ships because there's just not people there to do the work. Google Doc at the top of the page. Okay, let me check to see. I thought when I did, like the privacy sharing, that it shows that like anybody can view it. So let me see here. Share and export. Now it says that anybody with the internet link can view the Google Doc. I also put that on my Instagram. It's basically a chart that shows like when you can pick it up in store, when you should shop and when you can pick it up in store. Is it only one says Tide for $13? Okay. So for the Tide, I put in the Google Doc a couple of tips for early activation. And one of them is for the Tide because um, when you get 4 of the same type of Tide scent, it'll ring up 13.47. But if you do 2 different scents or 4 different scents, they will ring up for 4.49 a piece, and they will not be buy 3 get 1 free. Someone asked, okay, don't check out yet until we give the go ahead that yes, it is working. Miriam, should we pick it up today or tomorrow? I can't pick it up until tomorrow because my stores are closed. But if you want to do a curbside pickup and pick it up tonight, you can do that. I'm not having a limit issue. Well, I do actually have one of each toothbrush in my cart because my store has a low stock of the Oral-B toothbrushes. It's going to drop to 0 just because of the different things that are going on when they switch over from the old week to the new week, but don't worry if it drops to 0 in your estimated Walgreens cash back. If they give you different scents, they should be giving you the same price. The only reason why you would have to go in store is the chart that I made shows that the only reason why you would have to go to store tonight is if the deal for this current week is giving a register reward and next week it's giving Walgreens cash. So none of the deals that we're doing this week or for the early activation, you actually have to be in store to do it. That's just a preference. Well, I'm glad you got it ready, Anne. And it's your name, right? I'm so terrible. It says my order doesn't qualify for the Leaf 15. I have 53 in products and 12 in coupons. Mm. I wonder if there's if there's certain stipulations. Okay, so spend boosters, that's a good question. For spend boosters, if you have a spend booster for next week, it will not work for early activation. If you have a spend booster from this current week that you haven't used yet, it'll work, but it won't. Spend boosters don't double dip. That's another thing I should add in my tips is that the spend boosters don't double dip. The Google Doc with the actual deals and scenarios, Beth, is in the description box. Because I have like two things. I wanted to put the chart. I probably should have put the chart and did it the other way around. But what I'm putting in my cart now, or what I have in my cart, and I'll tell you. I have 4 Tide, of course. And then I have 2 Colgate, because why not? I have 4 Crest toothpaste, 2 Oral-B toothbrushes, and then to try to bulk up my transaction a little bit, I put in 2 Gillette Venus razors because I have a digital coupon for it, and we're getting back $4 in Walgreens cash. That is not double dipping. That would be amazing if our boosters double dipped, but they just don't. Would the Sally Hansen buy 2, get 1 free for last week? And it's going to be buy 1, get 1 half off. Would that double dip? Okay, so one thing about double dipping is that not everything will double dip. Hi, Jody. Hello. Um, Not everything will double dip, even if it's in both of the ads. For example, the Nexus last week, it didn't double dip and it wasn't a monthly deal. Another one that most likely won't double dip, it could, is the Dove. The Dove this week was part of the buy 3, get 5, but next week it's like buy 2, get $1 in Walgreens cash. So that could double dip, but that doesn't mean it will double dip. My name on Instagram is the same as my YouTube name. It's Shop with Sarah with the periods in between each word. Does the Leaf 15 now, I don't think that that's true, Kentucky Nana, because I have Leaf 15 in my cart, and I have a $4.65 discount on my promos and coupons. Yes, double dip is the same time for everybody. I mean, it starts at around 11 PM Eastern Standard Time, so you would just have to, um, adjust it to your time. So, it would be 9 PM Mountain Standard Time for you. And nodding like you're actually FaceTiming. Yes. It is kind of like we're FaceTiming, only I can't see your face and you can see my face. Now, my my 465 for the promos, it might not be applying to the deals of the week, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So like my total is 55.98. So if you take 55.98 times 0.15, yeah, my 15% off of 55.98 would be $8.40. So it most likely isn't applying to the deals of the week. My link isn't working. Um, that Leaf 15 is tricky. Let me remove it. I didn't have this issue last week, so I was like, oh, this would be great for this week to just pin it at the top. Share and export, manage. Yeah, my link setting for both of my Google Docs is for everyone to look at. Um, let me. Oh boy. Share and export, copy link. Replace pin. Let's see what we got there. Okay, I don't see if that one works. I can give a brief description of what I'm doing for the new people. So, Cindy, early activation is when the new deals start for a very brief moment in time. Um, um, it works for a very short time because the old deals are working for the current week and the new deals are being activated for the next week. So what happens is certain deals will double dip and you'll get double the rewards. So, um, what I'm doing this week, I'm doing the Colgate, the Crest, and the Tide deals that are in my Google Doc linked at the top of the chat box here. Hey, couponing boy, you're going to love early activation. Oops, so I spilled some water. So I'm supposed to be getting back, let's see here. I'm supposed to be getting back 22, 27, 27, 35, 39, and the $6 register reward. So for my deal, if you don't have a $5 register or if you don't have a $5 booster, you'll get back $34 in Walgreens cash. If you have a $5 digital booster like I do, you should be getting back $39 in Walgreens cash plus a $6 register reward. It includes Crest mouthwash in your double dip or in the Crest mouthwash in my double dip scenario. I just have the toothpaste and the toothbrush because the mouthwash wasn't included in this current week that we're in. So that's why I didn't include it in there. So you can use whatever digital coupons that you have right now that aren't sneak peek coupons. You can use those in with your double dip tonight. You want to do the smaller bottles of Tide. Oh my gosh, your husband is in Australia. That's so far away. You will need to keep kind of refreshing to see, but um, I would just basically go out and then just go back in your app to see. I also am going to try to do the Tide twice tonight. So it's 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it starts at the same time for everyone in the country. So it is going to be for Central Standard Time, it would be 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Once what will happen is we will know when it starts double dipping is people will start saying, it's double dipped for me now. I've got double the Walgreens cash back now. And then I'll look on my app and see if it's double dipping for me, and I'll tell you, and then I'll check out. Oh, wow, Todd, that is really awesome that your manager would do that for you. So yes, it's 11 p.m. my time. So whatever um, your time would be at 11 standard time is, or Eastern Standard Time is what your time would be. So it would be 10 for Central, 9 for Mountain, and 8 for Pacific. I always say that wrong. And then I know there's one lady in here that's from Hawaii, and I don't know what her time zone is. But also, I forgot to mention is that with the Colgate, the Crest, and the Tide, we can use Walgreens cash tonight, unless you're using a spend booster. Erica, don't say that. Don't say that. You're not going to know if the Tide is double dipping. That is going to be a risk. The Tide is going to be it's going to be the Tide that when you put it in your cart, mine is a 37-ounce Tide. It's going to be on the app and on the website. It's going to say 4 for 13.47. 5 p.m. in Hawaii. There you go. Thank you, Heather. It's all right, Erica. I just don't want no bad juju. We got to think positive that it's going to work and we're all going to get our Tide. And like normally I wouldn't be like, we've got to get Tide, but like our coupons next month are only $1 for the small bottles. Um, which Pampers? Okay. So according to the ad, the Pampers for next week, it's the Pampers that are included in the buy 3, get 5. So the Pampers that are 2 for $20 or $12.99 each. Now you have to get the same size of Pampers, Alicia. They have to be the same size. This Erica says Pampers swaddles the swaddlers, because if you do like a size 3 and a size 4, they won't ring up 2 for $20 on the website. I don't think it's the swaddlers. It just says the jumbo pack of Pampers. Do all stores do early activation? No, they do not. Now, last week in my live, I said I would try to find what states or stores aren't included in the early activation, and I could find absolutely nothing on that. Excuse me. All I could find was that not everybody does early activation. So I put in my little tips thing, um, I put down that you might have to play around with you might have to play around with certain scents or maybe try a different store. Because say you have all these items in your cart, you got the $3 Tide, the $3.99 Colgate. Did I say $3 Tide? I meant $3 Crest, but you know what I mean. You got your cart ready to go. You've confirmed it's all the items. And then you go to check out and nothing is working. You can either mess around with some of the scents or you can see about changing it to a different store and seeing if that would work because it's not all states, it's not all stores. So it should be in every state. It's just certain stores don't do it. And there's no way for me to find a list on that, if that's making any sense. Your cart keeps changing to out of order. So that's another thing for new people that do early activation. Things are going to get a little funky. You're going to see things like um, where you have to, it's like been timed out, or you have to, it'll say zero back for Walgreens cash. Well, we know that even if we got things that had no Walgreens cash back, it would show a few cents. So when it says absolutely zero, you have to know that that's wrong because if you were to just do Tide, you know, the 4 Tide, and you have no boosters, in there right now, it would just say just a few cents because of the 1% cash back. That was the thing. I couldn't find a list, Coach Shay. Oh my gosh, thank you. There isn't a list that I could find where it said which states it worked in and which states it didn't work in. And I really tried hard to find a list. And the only thing I could find is that it's not by state, it's actually varies by each individual store. Is the Nexus double dipping? Um, is it is it in this week's it is in this week's new or this coming week's ad, isn't it? But what is the deal for the Nexus? The Nexus is okay. So if the Nexus is included, it would be because it's spend 20, get 10 now, and spend 20, get 5 next week. So you would get it at the normal price, and then you would possibly get back $25 in Walgreens cash for spending. No, you would possibly get back $15 in Walgreens cash for spending 20. But since the next week's ad is buy one, get one 50% off, you wouldn't get that price because it's next week. So your total in Walgreens cash, Noreen, for 4 Tide, 6 Crest, and 4 Colgate is 1848. Mine is with a spend booster. See, now it says my cart's empty, and it's not empty. My cart is filled with stuff. Um, my total back right now is 1955. And that's with the spend 20, get 5 booster. I don't think the easy ups are included because um I don't think they're included. I think it's just the regular diapers. Okay, Kay. What it starts between anywhere, it could be now, it could be a few minutes after 11. Since it's almost 11, it should be any minute now, but it's not exactly at 11 o'clock, which is a shame, but it's not. Oh, can we just share what state it's double dipping in? Absolutely. Absolutely. So if you double dip, make sure you just put your state in which you double dipped in. It depends on what is your time zone? You said, what time does early activation start? Is it 10 p.m. or midnight? It doesn't start at midnight. It is 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if it is, um, say you live in Denver, then it would be 9 p.m. your time. Um, Alyssa, I would just hold on one second. It keeps saying that my shopping cart's empty, which it's not. I don't need to add anything else there. Dorothy, you already checked out. Yes, definitely wait until we give the go ahead that it's double dipping. Yes, Deanna, I included a chart. Well, it's not here. It was here, but there were some issues. But there is a chart on my Instagram that tells you, depending on the deal that you're doing, how you can pick it up, all the different options of what you can do. So this week, yes, you can order it online now, do curbside pickup, and pick it up tomorrow. Sometimes I've picked mine up Monday. Don't worry, Linda. Just go back out and go back in. Your cart isn't empty. It's just things get funky. It keeps saying that my cart's empty, and then I go out and I go back and it's not empty. You can do the Colgate twice. You can do the like I'm doing the spend buy 3 get 5. I'm doing that twice, twice back when I'm at checkout. So do you think it's starting to work, Erica? So I'm going to put in my substitution notes, any Tide that is okay. KV said that hers has double dipped in Colorado Springs. I'm in Florida. Would it work? I've heard of other people in Florida getting their their double dips. You can check out on the app or the website. It's just not going to show anything double dipping on the website. Okay, hold on. I'm getting through my whole, you know, yes, substitute with brand only. In my store, they know me, and so they okay, let's keep going. All right, come on, show me, show me, show me. No, 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 show me. Keep going back out and go back in, Caroline, if it's showing you have an empty cart. It worked in the Florida Panhandle. It worked. Um, Loretta said it worked for her. Where are you at, Loretta? I am just going to check out. Oh, I didn't change the phone number, so my dad's going to get a text. Okay, now I'm going to go over. Now I'm going to go over and I'm going to do the tide again on a separate account. Was that terrible of me? The promo code is LEAF15, but it has to be at $30 after your coupons for it to work. If it says try again later, Dorothy, you don't have to try another account. It just things can get a little laggy and a little funky at this time of night. What was that other account? Now I'm all nervous. You don't think it works in Texas? Now, see, my own identity, Michelle, she is in Texas and it works for her. Saving with Christina, she is in the Houston area and it works for her. Sakira, if you want to do it in store, then you can go now and do it in store. Let's see here. What account did I do this under? Okay, so I would do this under this account. It's okay if your total says 0 because that's just almost like a glitch during this time frame. It always happens, but it doesn't mean you're getting 0 because even if any of the deals that you got are 0, 0 cash back, um, it would still give you a few cents because of the 1% cash back that you're supposed to get on every purchase. I placed my order. They said it was ready, but I accidentally came off the page, so I couldn't track what was going on in any of my rewards. You can check in your email. It might show you in your email. You're trying from the Bahamas? Oh, I don't know about that. Someone says it just worked for them in Wisconsin. Hi, Save with Fifi. Yes, it is for sure 11 p.m. Now you have a little bit of time to try because you should have until a little after midnight uh, Eastern Standard Time to get your early activation deals ordered. Worked in Indiana. It just wiped out your whole cart. Don't worry, just go back out and go back in a few times. It will be there. Your cart is still, that's what it was doing with me. I had to keep going out and going back in. I had to do that 3 or 4 times. It's going to say on your email again that you're having zero estimated cash back, but that's what it did last week, and that is definitely not the case. See, Jody, we got our orders placed. All is right with the world. We can just have a breath and have some water. Because I don't talk this much all day, and then I get on here, and that's probably why I can do it, because I don't hardly talk during the day. You got 4 Tide, 2 Colgate, 2 Crest, an Oral-B, and it says your estimated Walgreens cash back is 13. So it's saying 4 for the Colgate and 5 for the Crest. So it would be 8. So it should be 16 back for you, Lex. Yes, you can use Walgreens cash on these. Now, when I try to go on the website and do another, when I go on the website and try to check out at another store, because I have like no Tide. I have like no Tide at home. I'm gonna do a pickup at one store and another pickup at another store for the Tide. Don't come at me. I am out of Tide. It won't let me do it on the website. What did Aurora say? Yes, it is stressful. Pam said that her double dipped for 4 Crest, 2 Oral-B, 2 Colgate, and a Scott Kleenex, an estimated cash of 41.33. Holy cow. It's going to, sometimes it'll say 0 estimated turtle dove. It said that for mine too, but it will never be 0 ever, because it should say in the system, no matter what you buy, it should be 1% back. So we know that that 0 is wrong and it's not supposed to say that. Yes, crazy coupon cravers. If yours was at 14 and went up to 30, check out now. You should see for the Tide, for the early activation for the Tide, you should see um, the 1347 for 4 Tide. How much should the Dove be? The Dove would be next week. The Dove is buy 2, get $1 in Walgreens cash, so I don't think it's worth it. Someone said they got the double dip. They got 24 items, got $40 back, double dipped. Oh, you're welcome, Kelly. The estimated Walgreens cash back does not include the register reward. So we won't know if it is a true double dip until we pick up our Tide tomorrow. We just won't know because it doesn't show us at all if we're going to get a register reward, which you think they would be able to do that, you know, like, oh, yes, you will also get back a register reward. You think they would be able to do that? Mm, let me see here. I'm getting a price of 288 for all pods. Will that double dip? As far as I know that that's not double dipping. Oh, you forgot to redeem your $20. That sucks when that happens. I am getting back $39 in Walgreens cash with a spend 20 get 5. Um, so I definitely will let everyone know when I pick up my order if I got the register reward or not. Oh, see, my cart still says 0 for my other order that I'm trying to do, but I'm just gonna keep going back and forth with the app. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it. You can do the Tide in more than in different transactions. I'm just doing it at different stores because I know that my stores don't have huge amounts of stock because there's smaller stores, but yeah. Cynthia, have you done double dipping before? Yes, if you can place an order on the app, that's better because you can see. Then that's weird. Jody, what are you doing? What? Oh my God, you did it again, girl. Jody, thank you. You make me turn all red. It's a $3 Crest, Casey. Yes. She is. She is. And I thank you. I don't know. I get yeah, just she is very sweet. Mine said 0. I know I still get something, but have you ordered something? Yes. HP, that was me last week. I could not get my double dip Walgreens cash to show up for nothing. And I got the double dip last week. Was there a register reward that was supposed to come with stuff last week? I don't remember. I don't think so. I think that was the week before that. Everything is just all the same. All the weeks are the same. It's like trying to call into a radio station and win free concert tickets. It is. We we need a Jody and Sarah collab ASAP. I agree. Oh, there it is. There it finally showed up. I'm gonna check out and I'm gonna use some Walgreens cash. When you substitute, you just get the same price. From my understanding was substituting, you're supposed to get the same price. Can I sign in again and see if my account is still pending? So my rewards. If you checked out, no. Okay, you're supposed to see your estimated rewards when you're checking out, but mine doesn't show that. It doesn't show any, and it's supposed to. Then in your email, it should say 0, or it should say your amount, and it says 0 still. So that happened last week, and I still got all of my double dipping Walgreens cash back, but it is still doing that this week. You're welcome, Patricia. Thank you for coming. I would completely, I don't know if you have been, but like completely close your app out and then go back in, or try going on the web browser of your phone to check out. I'm finally I finally got in, getting back 30, was getting back 10 and 23 on my card, so it's like a wash. Very thankful for you and Jody. I have to hide the toothpaste. Well, I had a little bit of a sale. It was kind of impromptu because I started much later in the day than I normally do, and I wasn't really gonna have one that day. And so I sold quite a bit of toothpaste, so I'm kinda, yeah, it's okay to buy some more toothpaste. But I really don't care. I will use it as kindling if I have to, because with my coupons, the Crest and Oral-B alone is a $13 moneymaker, and that is just crazy. That is just absolutely crazy to me that you could get that. So I don't care if I have to, eat it for dinner. You know what I mean? How much is the Thai double dip supposed to be? Okay. Okay, so the Tide is double dipping because it's buy 3, get 1 free the current week, and then it's buy 4, get a $6 register reward next week. Yes, we'll eat it for dinner if we have to, or desserts, or I love stockpile sale videos, and I thought your stockpile sale video was good. Rosie said that hers worked in Utah. You're welcome, Jasmine. Okay, so the Venus deal isn't double dipping, but I had a $3 um digital coupon still. And next week the Venus is buy one get one 50% off, and it is buy 2 get 4. So I just wanted to pick something that had I just wanted to pick something that had Walgreens cash to add into my deal. Thanks, Jody. Thank you. Now, I had one, and the last like regular stockpile sale I had a video, and then I didn't have an outro for it. I completely, and then when I realized I didn't have an outro, it was weeks later. I need to do a new one. I need to have one more sale before it's super cold, and hopefully I can, and I'll do a video with that one. That okay, so someone said that the Nexus did double dip for them, so that's awesome if you like the Nexus. I like the conditioner. If you pick it up tonight, you will not get the register reward for the Tide. It won't print early. When you're checking out, it will Karen, it will ask you, um, substitutions. Will you allow it? Will you not allow it? And then there's a note box that you can put in there, a little box for notes that you can put in there, like, what you will allow for a substitution. So, like, for the Tide, in my Tide box, I put you can, do a substitution for the same brand, same size, except the hygienic clean because that one isn't working with the promotions. It never does, and it should. Yes, you can, Catherine. You can use Walgreens Cash if you're not using a booster. Thank you for coming, Carolina Couponer. Definitely, it's yeah, you definitely need to go take care of that. But you got your order in and everything worked. I don't think I'm gonna stay on till super late because it's not, crazy hectic. You know what I mean? I don't know if anybody got it in Massachusetts this time around. I think it's the 3rd screen that it shows up for the substitution. Oh, no, you were gonna travel 40 miles to see if that store double dipped? Don't do that. Tracy, that's what I did. Jody did that too because it's not supposed to say that. We know that, we're supposed to at least get 1% cash back, so that's just a big error, and it's been happening week after week. Eve, that's what I did. While we were talking, after I placed my big order that's in the Google Doc, I did on another account at another store that's because I have a store in my town and then I have a store that's like 10 miles that way. I did that with the Tide again. So I'll be getting like 8 bottles of Tide. Yours for 2 Pampers and 4 Crest should be 22. You're right. So why would it say 17? Because if you're getting 6 items and say it doesn't double dip, are you getting anything else in your transaction? Are you just getting those? Because say if it wasn't double dipping and that's all you were getting, then it would just say 10. That promo code has been really iffy. Promo codes to me are iffy in general because I'll do um I'll do like with the candy, it worked for me with one, but it didn't work with me for another order. So I Jody said that her Leaf 15 worked on 2 orders. Mine said 0 cash back, but I should be getting back 39. You did the Pampers, Colgate, Crest, Oral-B. You didn't have great coupons, but it all looks like you're only paying 338 out of pocket. $3 out of pocket to get Pampers alone is amazing. Early activation is like how it ends how it starts. It's not the same every time when it ends, but it's usually about an hour and a half, and then that window is done. And so far, it's only been about half an hour. Yes, the app and the website do go nuts. You have to be patient and willing to fart around with it, for lack of a better term. Oh, you didn't get any boosters, so it's good that you were able to do this deal. And that is true. It's a good way to build up some Walgreens cash in a hurry. Casey, is you're saying 0 as well? But you do have a spend booster clipped, but you wouldn't have a $7 spend booster clipped. You might have a 5. So that's a funky amount, Ryan verse. Look, Kendra, I don't know why you can't add to the cart. It's just like I went on the web browser on my phone and it wouldn't let me look at my cart at all. I had to go on the app. And then it was saying that my cart was empty. And I went out about 5 times and went back in before my cart finally showed up. Got Tide, Crest, Pampers, Oral-B, and Colgate. Got $30 Walgreens cash back and should get a $5 or should get a $6 register reward. Yes, that is good. Eva said she placed an order with $52 in Walgreens estimated cash back, paid $50 in Walgreens cash with a $6 out of pocket. Got diapers, Tide, Crest, and Colgate. And fingers crossed that nothing is canceled. I went up today to see what my stock was like, but I'm also very close to this one store. So I was able to do that. My total my total was, but I used some Walgreens cash. My total before, hold on a second. Oh, my total for without using Walgreens cash was $37 and some change. That's, Nate-tastic. That's what my phone was doing on my web browser. So then I just signed out of my app and re-signed into the account that I was trying to use, and it was able to work that way. And yes, the Nexus is double dipping, so you should have gotten back, did you get back $15, Ashley? Oops, I lost my comment where I was at. Oh, if next week's prices are showing, then early activation is over. Okay, I did not know that. So let's see here. Mm, we'll try the Nexus because the Nexus is buy one get one 50% off. So we'll put two in the cart. See, of course, it's slow. Oh, I just tried to add two Nexus to my cart. I'm not going to buy them, but it said an unexpected error, which I'm not surprised. Oh, Scott, good. You got four Tide, two Colgate, five Crest, and two Pampers. You got $30 in Walgreens cash back and a $6 register reward. There you go. That's awesome. Now, I wanted to know, Scott, if when you used Walgreens cash last week on the Dove, did everything work out? Absolutely, Amanda. Walgreens app can be funky like this any day of the week, and it has been. Okay, and I've always been told that it was certain states for early activation, but I've had people say that, like, say Texas, it doesn't work for them. But then I know that two YouTubers are able to do early activation, no problem. So from a lot of reading, I've seen that it's just by store and not by state. Yeah, I was just trying to see Ryan versus. I'm just trying to see if there's any if the prices are showing yet for next week, which I don't know what the prices are for next week for some of the things. So let me check here. Oh, well, I guess if the tide starts showing up as 4.99 instead of 4.49, then we know that double dipping is over. Uh, I do not know how to say your name, but someone is asking if the easy ups are part of the deal of the promotion. No. Giselle or Gazelle, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. That actually, those when it says buy two get four, it's actually said that kind of thing for a little while now. It's only when the prices are. So I'm going to look at the Tide. The Tide is a different price next week. The Tide is still showing at the sale price for the current week of $4 for 13.47. So we're still double dipping right now. I'm sorry, Cynthia, that you can't get into your account. That's right, Scott. It's just how you look at things, really. Kathy, you should get a register reward when you pick up your order tomorrow. Now, if you were to do it tonight in store, it wouldn't work because it won't print early and it won't print late either. So say the deals were switched, and I don't mean to confuse people, but say if it was switched, that the current week that we're in, we get a register reward, and next week we get Walgreens cash, you would have to do that in store that night in order to get the register reward. Thank you, Kathy. Your computer might work better, but I think it's just because so many people try to do deals at this time of night because of the switchover. And then with it being the switchover, everything's just going to act weird. Um, it's very rare that nothing happens. There's always something that kind of goes funky when we're trying to cash out or we're trying to just get on the app. You're in Knoxville and yours hasn't worked yet. Okay, so just for right now, try your when you pick your store that you're going to do your pickup order at, try picking a different store and see if it works that way. If it works that way, then that means the store that you're trying to do the pickup order at isn't doing early activation. In Chesapeake, Virginia, the double dipping is over. What was the message that you got, Turtle Dove? I didn't see that. The Crest that's double dipping is the $3 Crest toothpaste and Oral-B, $3 Oral-B toothbrushes. And you have no idea what you're doing for next week, Jody. Me neither, because most of the stuff that I have figured out now is just for early activation. And like, I guess I could repeat the deals later in the week. But Jody, I wanted to ask you, how is your grandson doing? Okay. Can I repeat what? I have no idea what I said. Yes, you bought 2 Pampers and 4 Crest, you got $22 back, and you just did it, Brittany, and, that's what you should get back for doing, 6 items like that. Still saying nothing in your cart, still saying 0 cash back, and said if you use Walgreens cash, you will not receive Walgreens cash after you checked it out. You should receive Walgreens cash back. Okay, so say there's the early activation is over, okay? And you check out, um, you should okay, so if you get 2 Pampers and 4 Crest, with the double dip, you should get $22 back. But say the early activation is over, you would still get back $10. You would still get back $12, I'm sorry. So even if it says 0, you should and you don't get anything back, customer service should give you at least $12 worth, if that makes sense. Oh, Blake Lively. Ooh, are you the Blake Lively? Like the Blake Lively from Gossip Girl? Sorry. Yours for $12 for 6 Crest instead of 22. Um, let me check on that to see if it is Well, I'm glad he's doing better, Jody, because it can be scary with little babies. You know that. Oh no, your Oral-B and your Colgate is out of stock. That is a big, big letdown. Let's see here. It worked in North or New Mexico. I almost said North Mexico. The deal on the Nexus is, um, well, it's spend 20, get 10 for the current week, which is still the current week for like 15 more minutes or so. And then the new week, it's spend 20, get 5. And then it's the buy one, get one 50% off wouldn't be included in that. So you would be spending 20 and getting back 15. And someone said that it did work for them. No, it's just a random name. The Tide is $19 for 4. Does that mean it's over? Um, if you have different scents, it's not gonna be 4 for oh, when I go into the Tide, it says the Tide is 4.99. So I think early activation is over. But when you add 2 different scents of the Tide, it's not going to be the buy 3, get 1 free price. Ugh, and now the website is working with the 4.99 Tide price. I just checked my Tide now, and it says 4.99. It says, like, on the main page where it's got the listing of, and you can see all the different ones, it still says it as that, but it's not highlighted anymore, and then when you go in, it says it's 4.99. So let me add 4 to my cart and see what it says. Order being delayed, like they haven't, fulfilled the order, is that what you mean by delayed? The only way, Jasmine, and um, it's kind of a risk to find out, but the only way you know if your store is doing a double dip is if you test it. Well, thank you, Blake. I really like doing this. Um, I still can't add anything to my cart either. And I wish I had more answers. Amanda, go to the end where you review it to see if you have um, Walgreens cash there. Because when you are in your cart, it'll show you how much Walgreens cash there is. But then when you check out, there's another spot. Casey, yes, there was a few people that reported that theirs did work in California. I don't think you can do the Crest. I don't think you could do any more deals, for double dipping. No, it's not the high efficiency, it's the hygienic clean. For whatever reason, it's the same size as all the other ones, but it's always priced at 7.49, and um it doesn't go, now I don't know what I was saying. Sorry, guys. It's getting late, and when it gets late and I get tired sometimes, I lose my train of thought in the middle of talking. Yes, my Tide has changed to 4.99, and I was going to add it to cart to see what it said, but, and then someone said Coral said, "Start a list of what items worked in what city and state," and then I just make my own info. I They do it so that I mean, I guess they can do it at any time because, like Dollar General does it and CVS used to do it where they would change the pricing for like with Dollar General, you only get the pricing and you would only get the pricing, but you would still get the deal. There wouldn't be a double dipping deal. You would just get the better sale price, is all. And even though they changed the price here, I still can't add anything to my cart. I only lose my train of thought while I'm in mid-sentence when I'm really tired. There you go. You just left with 2 Pampers and 4 toothbrush for $1. Sometimes I'm happy just, getting certain items really, really cheap with with my Walgreens cash. Good night, Catherine. I'm sorry it didn't work for you. Yes, Short Mama Couponer used to go live every Saturday night at like 7 because that's when it starts there and do double dipping there. Well, not every Saturday, but when if there was a good early activation deal going on. Oh, you just checked out KV and you paid 13 out of pocket for 6 Crest Oral B and you got back 27, but you had to spend 20 get $5 booster. You're welcome. I'm glad it worked for you. I'm gonna be able to get into my cart here probably in a minute, and I'm gonna have 30 things of Tide Pods in there. And I am sure that there will be a week where everybody in the comments are gonna be able to check out, and I'm gonna be like, still can't check out, still can't check out. You're welcome. I'm going to try to do that every week, put up the few of the deals, um, and put in the scenario that I'm doing. I'm not clearing the shelves, Jody. I spread it out through the different stores. Oh boy. So professional of me to yawn on camera. I wasn't able to do a video this week though, with the new deals with the early activation or the new deals for the Walgreens next week. Just the week got away from me. It shows $30 of Walgreens cash back for Oral-B and Colgate. Will you get that? It's not a guarantee that you will get that. Oh, someone said, don't forget the Pamper Club rebates. You got back $2 for buying 2 Pampers. Yes, next week it'll be a wall of Tide behind me. I seen someone on TikTok literally have just all their shelves were all Tide and all Gain, and it was beautiful. But I would want to sell some of it. Someone just said it worked in Arizona. Oh, you used to do it every week? Did you do it in store? Well, yeah, you had to do it in the store because curbside pickup wasn't a thing. If there wasn't curbside pickup, I still wouldn't be able to do any of the early activation deals. That's why I, like, about did a cartwheel the first week I did it, and it worked, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I gotta tell everybody." I was just freaking out because I thought it was just absolutely brilliant. You have to place see, the early activation can last up, like, an hour and a half, but it's different every week. It's just when new sale prices pop up. And some people are saying that they're still checking out and still getting the double dipping. And some people are saying that their new prices have popped up and they're still not able to check out. Exactly, Yvonne. You might as well stay up and look at your CRTs. But I've had some CRTs that weren't there when I looked at them Sunday night, but were there uh, Sunday later in the day. Molly, where are you located at? Because the people that have checked out just in the past few minutes have said that it's working for them, but that's in out west away from me. The boosters I got for next week are just spend 20, get 5. I did not get a spend 55, get 12. Right. I don't think the Tide is double dipping anymore because it is showing at 4.99. What is your Walgreens cash save, Molly and Jessica? That's when you can know if you should be able to check out or not. And it might possibly work still, but we don't know when it ends for sure. David said his Tide is 1996, so I would not do that. I would not do the Tide anymore. Because part of the double dipping deal was to get the Tide for 4 of them for 13.47 and um, getting back the register reward. I'm sorry your eyeballs are on fire. Hold on just a second, Molly. I'm trying to see what it's saying as my Walgreens cash back because the prices are the same for the Crest for both weeks. So we don't know if those are double dipping unless it shows by like your Walgreens cash back. But oh, now I can add stuff to my cart. Okay. I couldn't a few minutes ago. Good night, Jessica. Now, okay. When you search Tide and you see all the different Tides in a list, it still says um, 4 for 13.47. But when you actually go into it, like tap on one of the Tides, it'll say 4.99. And then when you add four of them, it'll say, hold on a second. Now the Crest, okay. I wouldn't do the Crest either. I wouldn't do any of them because the mouthwash that is included in next week's deals is showing up as $3. So I wouldn't I wouldn't do the double dipping anymore. Stop saying that, app. Just let me add my stuff. I only got to spend 55, get 12. I liked doing that the first 2 weeks, but um, you really got to build that one up to use your Walgreens cash, which I don't mind doing. I like doing that. Oh no, Robin, I didn't know that. Oh, your brakes went out? Because I would have almost got. Oh boy. I'm sorry to hear that, Robin. That just sounds like completely terrible. You just checked out in California. You got 4 Tide, 4 Pampers, 4 toothbrush, paid $58, getting back 38 in Walgreens cash, and $6 register reward, $14 for all that, and you are grateful. That sounds wonderful, Karen. I'm glad that it still worked. Whoo! You paid 52 and you're getting back 81. Holy cow. Well, you're welcome, Eileen. I try to answer the best that I can, uh, with what I know, and I'm glad that there's other people here that know things that I don't know. I'm Vanessa. It's not working for us. Okay. I'm sorry, Vanessa. I just read what people are saying in the comments that worked for them. Vanessa, I haven't had anyone in Massachusetts confirm that it worked for them, which is weird because I think I had people last week in Massachusetts say that that it worked. So you would think that if it worked one week in a store, it would work the next week, that it wouldn't change like that because that would just be maddening. Mhm. Good night, Jody G. Went to the store across from my home, bought 4 Oral-B, then 2 charcoal toothpaste. There you go. Super easy. Okay, so someone here says that they're from Massachusetts. They kept trying and it went through. Had to keep adding various items until it added to the cart, and then I could see everything, then remove the extra item. Bob said that they did get the Pampers and Oral-B and did get back 22. Did anyone double dip in Tennessee? Yes, someone not that long ago said that it double dipped for them. Someone in Knoxville said that it didn't double dip for them. No, it was Tide liquid and Tide pods, because those are included in next week's deal. Someone said they did it in South Kentucky. You're welcome, Brittany. I think I'm going to head on out, um, because it just seems like it's just not working anymore, and I can't get nowhere on the app to tell you if it's still double dipping or not. You're welcome. Have a good night, Jesse. You're welcome. Thanks for coming, everybody. You're welcome, Karen. Have a good night. Just making sure there's no more. Oh no. Someone said their price changed back to 4 for 13.47 for the Tide. I will dream of Tide. Well, I will be here next week unless something crazy happens and I can't come, but I will definitely be here next week. That's what I had to do too, Candy. I had to keep going back out of my cart and back in, and just kept going over and over and over. Yes, my CRTs are up. I'm gonna go look at them because I get really excited about that too. Okay, Walgreens app, you're done. All right, guys, I will see you all later. Hopefully, I'll have a Walgreens video up tomorrow. I hope. I'm not 100% sure on that because we're doing some construction and that's always tons of fun. So you never know with that. Thank you, Jody. Don't thank me, thank you. All right, bye, guys.